Hi everyone, Renee Hopkins here, 4-H educator in Livingston County, and we're going to talk about double entry tags. What are they? Where do you get them and how do you fill them out? So they're called double entry tags because they are in fact two pieces of paper attached together, and when you write on the top, it carbon copy transfers down to the bottom. You will need a double entry tag for every exhibit that you bring into the 4-H building. So here's an example of a display, and if you look close, you can see the little double entry tags attached to the ribbons. You can pick these up at our CCE office, 3 Murray Hill Drive, anytime Monday through Friday from 8 to 4. If you come in the back door of the building, as soon as you walk in, you'll take a left, and then it'll be the first little room on your left. It looks kind of like a storage closet. There's a table in there, and this very box will be sitting on the table. You can take as many as you need. They're in bundles of 10. If you think you need more than 50, like if you're picking up for a club or something like that, let me know in advance and I'll put together a little baggie for you. You will also see some Cloverbud tags here. You're welcome to take those. Those are not double entry tags. Those are a single copy and you can print those out yourself. So if you just have Cloverbuds, you may save yourself a trip to the office. If you go to our website, head over to the 4-H Youth page, and from there look for Hemlock and New York State Fairs. Then when you're on that page, you're going to head down to Fair Information and you'll find Cloverbud tags. If you click on that, this is what the Cloverbud tags look like, and you can print out as many copies as you need. But back to the 4-H double entry tags for kiddos who are 4-H age, so that's 8 and up. How to fill these out. So if you use the planning form at the back of the fair book to help organize your fair entries before you registered them, you'll have your section, class numbers, and exhibit names all set. So that information just transfers right onto the tag, along with your name, if you're in a club or if you're an independent member. That's pretty straightforward. When they're asking about how many years you've been in 4-H, you do not need to include Cloverbud years. And the number of years in the project area, that's going to give the judge, both of those years are going to give the judges just an idea of how much or what quality to expect from you. So if you are a kid who's been in 4-H for 2 years and this is your first year in, let's say, food and nutrition, they're going to have a different set of expectations than if you're a kiddo who's been in 4-H for 6 years and this is your 4th year in the food and nutrition. So that's what that's for. And then the two things that you've learned. So these might be very tangible kinds of things. You learned how to measure, you learned how to operate tools, that sort of thing. Or it might be more about learning patience or perseverance or problem solving. Anything like that is good. This information it's helpful for you to reflect on the learning that took place, but it also gives the judges a place to start a conversation with you. And that's what the judging experience is all about. So be sure to include the two things you've learned there too. Then this bottom part, don't fill that out. That's for the judges. That is your ribbon color. So excellent is blue, good is red, worthy is white. In my time here, I've only ever seen one non-award, and that was for a youth. He was a teenager, and he was really literally putting his exhibit together right before he walked into judging. So the judge didn't feel like it was worthy, and he didn't give him any kind of award. But hopefully we won't see any of that this year. Once the judge circles the ribbon color, they're going to tear the tag apart. They'll staple your ribbon to the top part and they'll give that to you. That's to be attached to your exhibit to put on display over in the building. The yellow part comes back to me eventually. The judge will hold on to it and they'll bring it back to me. That's how I know to give you credit for whatever exhibits you brought. So if you look in your fair book, it talks about premium points, and usually a blue is worth 5 premiums, a red is worth 4, and a white is worth 3. I record all of that so we know how many premium points total you earned, which means how much money your check should be written for at the end of the year. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out.